First at 4, take a look at this Pontiac home engulfed in flames. Survivors describe a horrible scene and a heartbreaking moment for a father and son. Paula.
We ask a simple question. What is the state of Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream?
There's still work to be done. More important than the dream is a plan.
Who is quoting Martin Luther King Jr. and at the same time is fighting forward motion of the Voting Rights Act?
The pretty candid answers from the faces you'll certainly recognize.
And on this holiday, we have clouds overhead, but a seasonable chill is in the air, so getting back to normal, but for how long? We'll talk about where temperatures go, the chance of snow for later this week in your weather forecast, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are following a devastating fatal fire in Pontiac. At least 2 people died, and it looks like a third may not have escaped. The Oakland County Sheriff provided this photo of the home on the 800 block of St. Clair Street. 11 adults were inside when that fire broke out, and residents say they had to jump to escape the flames. 2 bodies were found inside. 5 people are injured. One father says he told his 19-year-old autistic son to follow him when he jumped, but the teenager refused. So far, that 19-year-old has not been accounted for. Tonight at 5, we will hear from one of the witnesses who helped people escape. A 30-year-old Roseville woman has been charged in the non-fatal shooting of a 3-year-old boy. Prosecutors say Jeanette Ann Smith was visiting a home on Detroit's east side Friday afternoon. They say she took off her coat with a handgun in the pocket and then left that coat on the chair. The little boy found the gun and shot himself. The 3-year-old remains hospitalized this afternoon. Smith has been charged with careless, reckless, or negligent use of a firearm. There's been a massive water main break on Detroit's west side. Take a look at this mess on Marlowe Avenue. It's just north of 7 Mile. Now, the main break sent the water pouring into the street, and that water froze overnight. Several cars were then stuck. The Detroit Water and Sewage Department has been on the scene working to fix that break. Gosh, can you imagine waking up to this mess? Well, we have been talking to neighbors today, and you will hear some of their stories and their frustrations when you join us for Local 4 News at 6. Wow. All right, normally we would bring you an update on COVID cases in Michigan on Monday afternoon, but the new numbers will come out on Wednesday because of the MLK holiday. Now, the most recent 7-day positivity rate was above 33%, so the virus has been spreading pretty quickly. The federal government will launch a website on Wednesday where people can start signing up for free COVID tests. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Also, the Detroit Public Schools Community District has extended online learning for all students through January 24th or maybe even January 31st. We'll be following that closely for you as well so you can plan. Well, we have been shivering through some bitter cold lately, but I am told we are getting back to more seasonable temperatures. So let's bring in Andrew. How much more are we talking about, Andrew?
Well, Karen, we're talking about temperatures getting back to the low 30s in some areas this afternoon, and that's what we have right now. The average high this time of year is 32, and it was much more frigid earlier in the weekend. Welcome to MLK Day, everybody. Fortunately, we have drier conditions. We had some flurries earlier, a couple flurries you can see right here in parts of Livingston County. Really not much to write home about, and we have missed out on the big snow, fortunately, that was falling well to our east, where many places got nearly a foot of snow within the past 24 to 48 hours in places like Pennsylvania, New York, and also the Mid-Atlantic. But we have 30 degrees right now with cloudy skies. Still need to bundle up and go ahead and grab your coat before going out to any commemorations or celebrations on this holiday. It's now 28 degrees in Pontiac, 29 in Ann Arbor, and temperatures barely slide into the middle 20s later on tonight. But it remains dry. Your full weather forecast for the rest of the week coming up.
Well, a dangerous winter storm has slammed the eastern half of the United States from New England to Florida with snow, sleet, high winds, and even tornadoes. Now, take a look. On the left of your screen, you can see what an ice storm left behind in South Carolina. On the right, drone video shows us the aftermath of a tornado in Fort Myers, Florida. Following this for us, Devin Skillion for more, including one bright spot following that destruction. Devin.
That's so right, Karen. We're going to start with the snowfall, the strong thunderstorms and blustery winds that have been making a real mess up and down the eastern seaboard. The storm has hit several states over these past 2 days, first targeting the mid-Atlantic spots like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. In fact, this video is from Virginia. Several inches of snow and freezing rain. You see the conditions have made travel just an absolute mess there. Today, the snow is pushing into the northeast, creating more dangerous conditions in Pennsylvania and central New York State. New York City got less than an inch of snow, but had winds of up to 45 miles an hour. Let's move south to Florida. Plenty of people there picking up the pieces after at least 5 tornadoes touching down near Fort Myers. That's on the Gulf Coast side. More of that drone video showing the damage. About 30 mobile homes were destroyed, more than 100 others damaged. Edward Murray and his dog lived in one of those homes that was torn apart. The puppy was trapped in the wreckage for about 7 hours and couldn't be found, but their reunion was one nice moment for fellow survivors in the midst of a lot of terrible chaos.
Like losing a friend, you know, and then we did find him, and when we found him, we were all cheering. There was about 10 or so people in the house I was at, and when we got the call that he had been found, everybody started cheering. It was like being at a football game.
Did need a nice moment in the middle of all the trauma. If anyone is traveling to those areas, you'll want to call ahead to check on flights because, as you might expect, all of that has been hindered as well. Karen, back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Devin. Well, today there are protests, memorials, and plenty of people doing volunteer work to honor the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In Washington, D.C., voting rights were the focus of this march that started at the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge. The protesters are calling on Congress to pass the John R. Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Right now, it's stuck in the U.S. Senate with 0 Republican support and 2 Democrats refusing to end the filibuster to end the logjam. Vice President Kamala Harris addressed the challenge in her holiday remarks.
Today, our freedom to vote is under assault. In Georgia and across our nation, anti-voter laws are being passed that could make it more difficult for as many as 55 million Americans to vote. 55 million Americans. That is 1 out of 6 people in our country.
Supporters of those state election bills say they're designed to improve election security. Well, this giant memorial to King stands in Washington, D.C., reminding us of his struggle and his dream for America. Each year, this holiday gives us a moment to reflect on where that dream stands. Are we closer to making it a reality? Paula Tutman talked to many of our neighbors for their views on our progress. She joined.
In Westland this morning, the annual Freedom Walk. Likely no real difference from the many events to commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
However frustrating the hour, it will not be long.
We posed a simple question to everyone we spoke to today. We asked, in your view, what is the state of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream? The one he spoke of seeking: equality, social justice, rights for workers, and unity. We asked the mayor of Westland.
We're certainly making diversity, equity, and inclusion one of our priorities and one of our core beliefs here in the city of Westland.
We talked to the sheriff of Wayne County.
We just fight the fight, and we keep talking about the dream for the generations coming up behind us.
When I think about the state of the dream is that it's fluttering.
Professor Aaron Dwyer of the History Department of Oakland University sees things through those goggles of history and how it plays out in real time.
We always see every Martin Luther King Jr. Day the kind of Instagramming of quotes by people and especially by political figures. And I think today is a day to pause and examine who is quoting Martin Luther King Jr. and at the same time is fighting forward motion of the Voting Rights Act.
Voting rights came up over and over again.
The stories I hear, especially one that really broke my heart, is someone in his 70s who said, I was fighting for this in my early 20s, and now, years later, my grandchildren, myself, all of us are still fighting for the same rights and same access.
And while marching and serving the homeless and reflecting is considered part of the important work of the day, many say the heavy lifting must be done every single day of the year.
Martin Luther King Jr. did his best. He paid the supreme price for us. Can we not get a flesh wound? Can we not get a scrape? No, you don't have to go to the mountaintop like King, but can you come on the asphalt pavement for you and me in your neighborhood?
Yeah, you know, Karen, this is a pulse we take every Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And we always hear about progress forward or a few steps back, but there was a different urgency with the people I talked to who felt like more steps were actually taken back recently than the steps moving forward. Stay with us, 5 o'clock. Very interesting story. Two local warriors, really, for justice actually get a national award. And they talk about the significance of getting it on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Karen.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate it.